back into the channel, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Each and every subscription helps. Hit that button. Here we go. Welcome back. It's Wednesday rant. Damn it. The hell is going on with my stuff? There we go. Had to move locations, had some stuff going on, but we are rolling. We are rocking, rolling on Wednesday rant. And what is tonight's topic? Starbucks is kicking your ass out. They don't want nobody in there for free no more. Starbucks closed door policy. If you see it right now, it probably says Starbucks open door policy. But I had to change it up. It's actually Starbucks closed door policy, because now the door is closed to poor people. So Starbucks said, hey, you ain't paying? Get your ass out. We don't want no poor people here. And I was mad at them. I feel some type of way about this, but we're going to talk about it tonight. Welcome back to Wednesday Rant, everybody. Hope everybody's doing safe, happy, and healthy. If you're in California, wear your mask. Okay, wear your mask. It is dangerous out here with all the smoke, all this other stuff. So make sure you're wearing your mask. You don't want no problems. Shout out to everybody tuning in on Super Live. Appreciate y'all watching. Everybody watching. But yes, we're going to get into it tonight. Wednesday rant. Starbucks is ending its open door policy. Now, I know you've been to Starbucks before. I know you've been there. And you always see people in there sitting there on their computers thinking they're doing something. Man, they're trying to look smart and typing on their computer like they're in deep thought. Yes. Y'all a bunch of bougie people. Look, you're not that bougie. You only spend $5 on a coffee. Don't think you're better than nobody at no Starbucks. But people at Starbucks, it's coming to an end. And I guess rightfully so. Look, I'm on the edge about it. I'm halfway about this thing. And the reason because not only I don't mind them kicking people out, not being in Starbucks. Don't have no problem with that. But the problem is they said they're going to call the police on you. And as you know, I think it was back in 2018, they kicked out some black dudes and they sued and they got some money. So, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But we're going to get into it tonight. And I also looked up some other companies who are doing the same thing. Who else is doing what Starbucks is doing? Because a lot of companies do this. But like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. And make sure you head over to cheapnotbroke.com. Grab yourself some merch. We got shirts, hats, bucket hats, beanies, t-shirts, everything you need to get through this winter. Well, hell, we waiting on spring. But yes, it is middle of winter, especially on the East Coast. If you're on the East Coast right now, you should head over to cheapnotbroke.com and grab you something. But this story stuck out to me because, like I said, in 2018, they had some situation where they had to kick out some black dudes. They got arrested. It was a whole thing. But let's get into it. Starbucks has recently announced a reversal of its open door policy, a significant shift from welcoming stance that adopted in 2018 after they kicked out them black dudes. The policy change means non-paying customers will no longer have unrestricted access to Starbucks stores. All right, so here's what happened. In 2018, they implemented an open door policy allowing people to use their facilities, including restrooms. Side note, I've always talked about this. Where do people go to the bathroom if you're out in public? Sometimes you don't have nowhere to go. It's really difficult to find a bathroom in public unless you're paying for something. Everybody doesn't go to the bathroom before they leave home. Sometimes you're out, you gotta go to the bathroom. And if you're not at a store, if you're not at a store buying something, or they don't have porta potties on the side of the road. Porta potties are not on the side of the road. You can't just go do that. So where do you go to the bathroom? They need more public restrooms in America. Just wanted to mention that. All right. Now, in 2018, they implemented the policy where you can come in, hang out, do all that stuff. But the policy was introduced following a widely publicized incident where two black men were arrested at a Philadelphia Starbucks while waiting for a friend, sparking a nationwide debate on black action calls or more inclusive practice. It was more so about them calling the police and how the police treated them. Number one, over time, the open door policy has presented challenges for the store. Employees reported having difficulties. Now, listen, I know in LA, it's a problem. They got, you got homeless people that'll come in the bathroom and barricade themselves in the bathroom. What kind of stuff is that? They'll come in the bathroom, barricade them, lock themselves in the bathroom, and you can't get it out. You can't get them out. So, there we go. Boom. They come in the bathroom, they'll lock themselves in there, and you can't get out. Now, I know a lot of Starbucks and other places, you have to have a receipt, and on the receipt is the code. Now, there's one place I went to, they're smart. The code changes daily. So, the code's going to consistently change, and if you don't buy something, you can't go to the bathroom. You got to go pee outside, do something else. You got to figure it out. You got to do something else. So that's a whole nother situation. But the thing about it is, the thing that really bothered me was how they called the police on them. And police, of course, black dudes, they got mistreated. But Starbucks aims to ensure a comfortable, safe experience for all customers. The customer have received feedback indicating that the presence of non-paying visitors occasionally distracted from the atmosphere or the quality of service of paying customers. Now, I'm not a person that's going to go into Starbucks and just hang out. That's not my thing. I'm not doing that. Some people love Starbucks. They're just going to go in there, hang out, or whatever the case. I'm not going to do that. I got stuff to do with my time. Now, I go to Starbucks here and there, but Starbucks will take all your money. Anybody like Starbucks? Y'all like Starbucks? Anybody like Starbucks? Starbucks will take all your money. I remember back, when was it? Probably like 2018, 2015. I was on the Starbucks trip. It was a Starbucks right by my job. I was going a lot. I was going to Starbucks, getting Starbucks in the morning. I only get a vanilla frap or I only get white hot chocolate. That's it. I'm not getting no pumpkin latte. I'm not getting no sweet macchiato. I don't know what the hell they call it. But I know one thing. Starbucks sells tea and it's nasty. I don't like Starbucks tea. Starbucks tea is nasty. I don't like it. Oh, yeah. There's a new man. Shout out my guy Mike. There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Trump. Yes, it is. Why my comment not popping up? What's going on here? Why are my comments not popping up? Got a problem. Oh man, wait a minute. Anyway, yep, got a new sheriff in town. His name is Trump, and I'm not. Well, hold on. I'm trying to pull my comments up. Where are my comments? There we go. Whoa, there we go. Trying to get the comment. There we go. Boom. Got a new sheriff in town. His name is Trump. That's right. And everybody's scared of him, if you haven't noticed. Everybody is scared of Trump. Nobody wants no problems with Trump. I get it. However, Starbucks, they got a new sheriff in town. And their new sheriff is their CEO. And he changed his policy. I don't really like this guy. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. He just looks like a crab. He looks like a creep. He looks like a crab, and he doesn't look like a friendly dude. Well, do they have a picture of him on here? They don't. They don't have a picture of the new CEO. But anyway, he looks like, I don't know, he looks like he used to attend Klan rallies, but that's just me. But Starbucks is no longer having it. Now, I get it. You got people in there sitting around not paying. Then you got people who are paying, they can't get a seat. Understood. But what stuck out to me was they're going to call the police on you. Just hire some security. That's not necessary. Now, I'll tell you this. If they do call the police on you and you stick around and get arrested, that's your fault. You should haul ass. You should not stick around. I'm telling you, if they might call the police on me, I'm not sticking around. CEO answer is Trump. Yeah, man. Trump is taking over. Everybody's shaking in their boots about this stuff, man. If you notice, everybody's trying to run out and be buddies with Trump. Everybody has their lips on Trump's ass right now. Everybody's kissing Trump's ass. Can you? Well, I mean, he's the president, and everybody needs a deal. It's not like you like the guy. You just got to get a good deal. But this whole Starbucks controversy. Now, even the people who do pay, how long can you stay in there? Because every time I go to Starbucks, I see people sitting in there for a long time, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. I'm not sitting in Starbucks. Get your stuff and go. I'm not going to sit in here that long. All right, I get my stuff. I get out of there. Now, if you're going to have a meeting with somebody, cool, no problem with that. But I don't know. You got a good point. Why would they hire security when they can call the police for free? Yeah, you got a point. Why would they call security? Yeah, good point, Mike. Why would they call security when they can call the police for free? Yep, that's true. That's true. But in the in most places, I don't think this is going to happen in most Starbucks. Now in Los Angeles, we do have a large homeless population, so I have known some of the homeless to go in there, hang out in the bathrooms, and not leave. But the thing about it is, just give everybody a time limit. Just give it, if you're free, 15 minutes. If you don't want to do anything, get your 15 minutes and get up out of here. But the thing about it is, I don't really know why this is even an issue, because there are other companies who have the same policy. Well, look, if you don't want to go to Starbucks, come over here and hang out. We got you. We got you. Just come in here and kick it. So I'm hoping somebody will step up and be like, you know what? Forget Starbucks. Come hang out here with us. We'll let you sit here for free for 15 minutes. Now, I get it. Now, if you got the whole lobby full of free people not buying anything and paying customers are coming in, they're complaining, yeah, business is business. They got to go. Right. Starbucks needs to create a workplace environment. Right. Exactly. They should have a workplace environment or certain Starbucks for workplaces. That's it. Because, some people really do like to go to Starbucks and hang outside. Now, me personally, if you want to hang outside on the porch. Outside. You want to sit outside in the cold? Feel free. Just can't sit inside. They can compromise with that. A cheap not work. You keep not work broke. You get coffee, cubicle, and Wi-Fi. Cheap not broke. That would be nice. Because I'm going to tell you, like some of these workspaces out here are very expensive. I was working this job, remote job, and they used to pay for workspaces for us. It used to be like $100 a day. They're charging like, I don't know, like $35, $40 an hour. Super expensive. Because sometimes I work from home. I want to go, like, you know what? I want to get out the house for the day. I want to go work at a Starbucks. Not Starbucks now. Go work somewhere else just to get out the house. And would I buy something to drink? I sure would. I'll buy something to drink. No problem. It's like a couple bucks. No worries. I know, no worries. But when I'm there, do they have Wi-Fi? Does Starbucks have Wi-Fi? I think Starbucks has Wi-Fi. I think so. I think Starbucks has Wi-Fi. Yeah, but while I'm there, you have a whole lot of people getting there. It get kind of crowded, and I would leave. But people do work from home. And with these workspaces like WeWork is not cheap. Go try to, I'll pull it up later in the show. Go see how much WeWork costs just for the day. It's like $100 and something. It's like paying rent. It's very expensive. It costs a lot of money. And I'm not paying that. I'm not paying to go to no WeWork. Are you guys paying to go to WeWork? WeWork is a lot of money. I don't think it's worth it. Definitely not worth it. You can make a lot of money with coffee, internet, and a cubicle. Sure can. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. A lot of money, coffee, and cubicle. Or just charge people to hang out. If you don't want a coffee, fine. Just pay, $10 or whatever the case. Just pay to use the space. They should just charge people to use the space. If you don't want to buy any coffee, fine, but you got to pay something. We are running a business. Because if we had a whole store full of free people, no coffee being sold, well, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. But I also looked up, I said, who else has this policy? Because I'm sure other places have policies that you can't just sit there and hang out. Now, most places, I've been to a couple of restaurants recently where they already told me up front, hey, so you only got like 2 hours here, you got to go. They're like, hey, we just want to let you know your stay can only be 2 hours. Well, I don't need to be here 2 hours. I'm sorry. I don't know about anybody else. I don't sit at restaurants for 2 hours. I sit there maybe 45 minutes, an hour. I'm gone. I got other stuff to do, and the chairs aren't comfortable. I'm out of here. I don't want to spend that much time there. But some people really enjoy the Starbucks culture. Some people really enjoy the Starbucks culture, which is cool. But it has exploded over the last 10, 15 years. People just going out to coffee shops, hanging out, working, not doing anything. But remember, it is a business. But like Mike said, hey, you can make a lot of money with coffee, cubicle, internet, and people would pay for that. And just make it a decent rate and a P.O. box. Yeah, a P.O. box where you can get your stuff mailed to you. That would work too. People would pay for that. But it's just like WeWork is super expensive for like the day rate, or they want you to get it for a month, which is, I don't need that. I just want to go work here every now and then. That's all I want to do. I don't want to be here too long. So interesting to see. It's interesting to see, but I do think that, do I think it's going to be an issue? I don't know. Some cities, yes, but most places, people aren't just going to Starbucks to hang out. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to Starbucks and be social, but that's me. But other people do do that. But let's look at other companies who have this other policy. Several other companies have several policies. Starbucks with a revised approach where access to restrooms and facilities are for paying customers. Now, what McDonald's? I haven't been to McDonald's in a while. I like McDonald's, but I stopped eating that stuff. It's not good for you. But it's cheap. That's why people go. McDonald's. Many McDonald's locations, particularly in urban areas where black, well, you know what urban means, non-white. That's where non-white people are, have restroom access restricted to only to paying customers. Some stores have installed key codes locks to keep people out. The reason is manage traffic, so you don't have all those people in there. Now, I agree with that. I think that's smart. Put the bathroom code on the receipt so you do have to buy something. And this place I went to, the bathroom code changes like every 2 hours. So it's not like you can go find a receipt on the ground, pick it up, and go use their bathroom. They're not having that. Panera Bread generally allows restroom access for customers. Some locations limit seating and restroom use to paying customers, especially in busy areas. Makes sense. I don't need to read this 1,000 times. Panera Bread has the same policy. Chick-fil-A. Who's sitting around Chick-fil-A? You eat your chicken and get out of there. Chick-fil-A is not a hangout spot. It's just not. You don't want to hang out. They're frying chicken in there. You don't want to smell like that. Dunkin' Donuts, Target, Whole Foods. Well, only a certain crowd of people are going to Whole Foods because Whole Foods is a whole lot of money. As some people call it Whole Foods, other people call it whole check. You know what's funny about Whole Foods? Whole Foods does not have carts. You ever seen somebody walking through Whole Foods pushing a buggy? Hell no. Whole Foods is expensive. It is not cheap. I go there on Fridays to buy my oysters. And I buy a few things here, but that's it. It's not my main grocery store by any stretch of the imagination. And Walmart lets you go into the bathroom. Now, you can go use Walmart's bathroom, and you don't have to buy anything. You can walk out. Walmart doesn't care. Walmart's making money hand over fist. They don't give a damn. Walmart's going to get their money regardless. So this whole policy where people can't use the bathroom and pay makes sense to me. But my problem is there's not a lot of public restrooms out there. So basically, you got to pay to go to the bathroom. I mean, where in the city? I mean, I live in Los Angeles. I can't think of anywhere where you can just go find a public bathroom except at the beach. If you go to the beach, you can go find a public bathroom, but that's about it. Unless you pay, you got to pay to pee. You don't pay, you can't pee. Hey, you got to pay to pee. That's what they should call it. Pay to pee. You got to pay to pee. Now, I went to one place. Where was I? I went somewhere where you had to put in 20. I think it was 75 cents to use the bathroom. Did I use it? Heck no. I didn't have 75 cents, but I really needed to go, so I went somewhere else. But this whole culture where people can't hang out in a place, there are other places where you can hang out. Is there anywhere you can hang out for free? Not really. No, nobody's going to let you just hang around their business and cause trouble. It's one thing you're just hanging out minding your business. Nobody cares about that. But I think the problem is you got a small group of people who cause issues for everybody, and that's what messes everybody up. Because before, like I said, nobody had no problems. But I think some of these employees are going to be discriminating against people. Hey, you got to get out of here. But they're not going to say it to everybody. Some people are going to tell to get out. Some people they're not. Would you agree? They're going to pick and choose and tell who they need to get out. But my question is, how long can you stay? Even if you pay, even if you get to Starbucks at 10 o'clock, you're not going to buy one coffee and sit there till 6. That's 8 hours. They're not letting you do that. You got to go. So even for paying customers, they got to put a time limit on you too, because you can't sit your ass there all day. Other people got to come in, use the place, so they can buy stuff, do what they need to do, and go. Problem is, people like to treat Starbucks like an office, like a workspace. They sit there, hang out all day, don't buy nothing. And that's, I guess that's becoming a problem. Which, hey, well, I don't know. I don't know what you do about it. But like Mike said, he solved it. Find a place where you can have a workspace that's $20. Something $20, $30 for the whole day, or you pay for a few hours, whatever the case. But WeWork, what's the other place? There's another office space, but all of them are like $100 a day. Not cheap. That's why people go to these Starbucks and these other coffee shops, because you can go there, just buy a coffee and hang out. But you shouldn't be able to hang out there for 20, 30 minutes. Let me know y'all agree with that. What do you think? Anybody go to Starbucks? Are you guys fans of Starbucks? Excuse me. I like Starbucks. I just not. First off, the menu is confusing. Just half the stuff on Starbucks. I'm like, I see people with these drinks. I'm like, well, where the hell did you get that? That's not even on the menu. It's not even on the menu. You can stay as long as you're spending, which means every couple hours, you're right. You can stay as long as you're spending. If you're not spending, you gotta go. That's business. You gotta go. But how long can you stay? Because some people are gonna take advantage. They're gonna buy a coffee like 6:00 in the morning or whenever Starbucks opens up, and they're gonna hang out all day. They probably got to put a time limit on this. They got to put a time limit on it. And my thing was, I'm like, dang, it just sparked me. I'm like, man, they're going to call the police on somebody. Now, if they ask you to leave and you don't leave, you cause trouble, that's what you're going to get. But if you're there to work, yeah, you only got to hang out for a couple hours. Starbucks is not a place, it's not a work from home office. You can't hang out at Starbucks all damn day, 6-7 hours, buy one coffee, and just sit here all day. No, other people got stuff to do too. So I think the thing is, people hang out in Starbucks way too long, and that's the problem. Now here in Los Angeles, we have a place called Coffee Bean, and there's a ton of coffee shops. So this is not just Starbucks, but I wonder, are other people are they going to adapt the same policy? Are they going to adapt the same policy where you can't just sit here and hang out? Restaurants, a restaurant, after your food is gone, you're not ordering anything else. You can't just sit there. You got, your food, you've been done with your dinner for like 45 minutes. They're going to let you sit there. You're going to ask for that table back. So unless you're ordering food, you got to go. I know restaurants are already doing that. I think Starbucks knows how much they need to make per hour. I'm sure they do. They sure do. I'm sure they do. So if you're within that metrics, they'll let you stay. Fair enough. And they can actually make more money if they were just charging people to hang out rather than just making them leave. Because look, if you don't want coffee, okay, coffee's like $6-7. But if you want to stay for the day, we'll pay $25 for that for the whole day. That'll work. But they also need more workspace because Starbucks, it's only so many seats in a Starbucks. It's not that big. I mean, your average Starbucks has what? Maybe 20, 30 seats, something like that. That's it. 30 minutes per coffee, but if you buy a sandwich, you get an extra 10. I think that's fair. I agree with that. 30 minutes for a coffee, you got to go because you just can't hang out here all day. Some people are in there all damn day. Go home. Go home. You got to go home. You can't sit at Starbucks. It's not a clubhouse. It's not a facility where you can do all that. So I think it could be an opportunity for them to make some money. And like my man Mike was saying, if they have a workspace, a regular workspace, because the workspace places are just too expensive. It's very expensive. Even me sometimes I want to go working from home. I want to go work for somewhere else too, but I got to be there 8 hours and you need decent internet. But I'm not paying $100 to be anywhere for the day. That defeats the purpose. Now I'll pay $20 or I'll pay per hours, but they want you to pay the whole day, $100, whatever the case, or they want you to sign up for some subscription. I know WeWork was very successful. WeWork used to have beer on tap. When you go there, they would have snacks and events. So WeWork, you're kind of getting the bang for your buck. When you go to WeWork, they got all kind of stuff for you to get. That's smart. Make people pay to stay there. Yeah, there's an opportunity for them to make some money. That's an opportunity to make some money. If they make them pay X amount of hours, okay, cool. Now, and what we're going to do, we're going to get smart. We're going to put a little, just like at the restaurants, we're going to put a little tab on your table with how many minutes you got. Or we're going to do something. We got to time you. Because Starbucks, number one, now this is what I disagree with Starbucks. I don't agree with them making the employees enforce this. Starbucks is already having long-ass lines. Your average drink takes, 3-4 minutes? So they make the employees have to stop, go police everybody out there. That's going to slow everything down. And it's dangerous for the employees because if somebody, wants to, have an attitude or cause some problems, hey, I just make coffee, buddy. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not going to have that. And I can see Starbucks getting a lawsuit from an employee making them enforce the people. That's why I brought up security guards because maybe if something happens to one of these employees, there's going to be an issue. And they grab a seat. Yep. And they can keep it like a trophy. $50 Starbucks pass, you can stay 4 hours. Yep, that's true. Because you don't have poor people going to Starbucks. People with, you got Starbucks. You got certain type of customers that go to Starbucks, especially if you're going to get Starbucks every day. Oh, you got a little bit of money because that adds up. Starbucks. Some people go get that stuff every day. Let me do the math real quick. Let me pull up my calculator. How much? How much is Starbucks if you go every day, $5 a day, 30 days? I want to make sure the math is right. Let's do some quick math here. Shall we? $30 all right, $30. Nope, 30 days times 5 is what? That's $150. $150 times 12 for the year. That is what? That is $1,800. Damn, $1,800. If you go to Starbucks every day, let's just round up to 30 days. Some months have 31. February has 28. If you go to Starbucks 30 days every month, and you get a Starbucks, that's $1,800 a year. Now, we all know you can do something else with $1,800 a year. I do know that for a fact. 3-minute clock, 30-minute block, coffee not included. Makes sense? That makes sense to me. I think that's fair. But to make the employees do the policing, yeah, you're going to have to give me some more money. I'm not going to be out here making coffee and being the security guard. Not happening. And then you have women, ladies that work at Starbucks. You can't have them out there going to get into it with guys. That's not going to happen. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. So somebody's got to do the enforcer. So Starbucks going to have some bigger, somebody do the enforcer. Somebody's going to have to do that. I don't know who, but somebody's going to do that. If you get just blow these up. If you're just getting one coffee, who drinks only one coffee while working? That's true. That's true. Most people drink a whole lot of coffee. I don't know what the thing is with coffee or people who need, coffee to get them going in the morning. I don't know. Me, I just get up and go. I'm not a coffee drinker. It gets super expensive. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Starbucks, YouTube user, what's happening? Starbucks is only in neighborhoods where people can afford it. That's true. Starbucks, Whole Foods, they're only in certain neighborhoods. Now, you can find a Dunkin' Donut Dunkin' is everywhere. But Dunkin' doesn't even, they don't even care about donuts no more. They're all about the coffee. It's not everywhere. That's true. Starbucks is not everywhere. Starbucks is only in certain places. And those people usually can afford it. So I don't think this is going to be a huge problem. But I'm sure we're going to hear about a situation where an employee gets into it with a customer and something may happen. They're going to sue. They're going to sue because, look, most stores will fire you. Like Target, Walmart, where else? Any place. Most of these places, Macy's, the big department stores, if somebody's stealing or something like that, you can't do anything. You just let them go, as you should. It's not your property. This is a $1 billion corporation. Let them have it. That's not me. I'm not getting into it with anybody for that stuff. Hey, mom. My mom's watching. Hey, coffee for less. That's funny. Coffee for less. I like that. That'd be a good name for a place. Coffee for less. Coffee for less. I think that'd be a great name. That'd be a great name. General Coffee. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But coffee's big business, man. Coffee adds up. And then some of these places, coffee can get kind of expensive. General Coffee, Dollar Coffee. Hey, Mike, you might be onto a coffee business. Somebody, hey, you're going to have to trademark these names, man. You have to trademark these names. But let me go. You guys like coffee, Starbucks coffee. Let me know what you think. We're going to go to break. We'll go pay some bills, and we'll be right back. Beanies. If you're cold, head over to cheapnotbroke.com. I got beanies. Keep your head warm. Don't let your head freeze. No need for that. Where we at on time? 30 minutes in. Bam. Well, we're 30 minutes in, everybody. So keep dropping your comments. 99 cents coffee only. Now, 99 cent only coffee. That's going to be nasty. I'm telling you right now, dollar coffee is going to be nasty. I don't know if I want some dollar coffee. But hey, that's like the coffee at work, I was watching something on Dateline or something like that about, coffee at work, how people don't change the filters and all this stuff. Speaking of which, ice. I stopped eating ice out because I watched this whole documentary how the ice makers, they don't change the ice filters and the machines. And it's really nasty, so I don't eat ice out. So, if you're going to eat ice out, be careful. But anyway, we're going to keep it moving. And you know what time it is. It's time for some interesting news. First story. First story we got is, where are we going to bring it up? Bam! Coca-Cola. 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 Coca-Cola gives Trump commemorative bottle ahead of inauguration 4 years after criticizing him for January 6th. Yeah, you should. You damn sure should. Because, you damn sure should. Look at this. President Trump-elect has gifted a personalized Coca-Cola bottle of Diet Coke. They should. He's fat. They should give him Diet Coke by the top executive at Coca-Cola for just 4 years. Look at these guys. Buddy. Look at him. That's kissing his ass. Just, Trump! Gifted top executive Coca-Cola by top executive just 4 years after the soft drink giant criticized his Capitol Hill riot January 6, 2021. Everybody should have criticized him because that shouldn't have happened in the first place. Coca-Cola CEO James Quincy presented Trump with a bottle that replaces the traditional Diet Coke and logo showing the image of the White House, and text says, "Inauguration of President Trump of United States." I get it. I understand why people are doing this, because Trump will get on there and call you out. He's the first president that will get on the Twitter and attack you. Nobody in history has got on Twitter or any social media platform and attacked you. He attacked Disney. He attacked Coca-Cola. He went after the NFL. So I think this go around, everybody's trying to be his buddy. Nobody wants any problems because he'll get on Twitter and he'll call you out. And I think everybody's trying to avoid that. So you're gonna see more of this. More people trying to get buddy with Trump. Elon Musk. Everybody trying to be Trump's friend because everybody wants a piece. Now, I get it. It's business. You can't just, all right, well, you know what? We don't care. We're not going to mess with Trump. But then you're going to lose out on opportunities and stuff. And look, it's only 4 years. The best thing about Trump and being in office, this is his last time being in office. That's it. It's 4 years, and he's out of there. Side note, what happened to the Democrats? Where are the Democrats? We're not going to get into politics. But what happened to the Democrats? Didn't hear from them. No Democrats did anything. So everybody's going to be trying to get buddy with Trump, trying to get in office. That's going to be a real thing. Oh, shoot. Let's see. What's our next story? Next story is what we got. Dang, Joann's. Joann's is filing for bankruptcy. I don't know if you're an arts and crafts person. If you are into arts and crafts, I am. I like arts and crafts. Well, if you are, Joann is now about to file for bankruptcy. Which is I guess Michaels is putting everybody out of business. Joann, where am I? Damn, I'm about to lose my place. Joann is about to file for bankruptcy. Where's the story at? Here we go. Hold on. There we go. Major craft retailer Joann is filing for bankruptcy, which is sad. Because I like Joann. I need a plug. Can you give me a plug? My computer's about to die. Sorry, computer's about to die. Joann's just going out of bankruptcy. Now, I haven't gone to Joann in a while. I usually go to Michael's, but it's sad to see him go. And all these places are sucking. This sucks for all these places because everybody's going out of business. For the second time in less than a year, Joann Inc. has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This time, it's also trying to sell itself to another company in an effort to maximize its value of business. Sell it to Michael's. You sell it to Michaels. That's the only place you can sell it to. Sell it to Michaels. Michaels. You got to sell it to Michaels because Michaels is the only place to it. So if you're arts and craft person, you like Joann's, make sure you get out and support them because they might close. You don't want to lose. You don't want to lose Joann's. I like Joann's. Joann's is great. So if you're a Joann's fan and you're an arts and craft person, make sure you go out and support them. You don't want to see your place go out of business. Now we saw who else filed for bankruptcy? Spirit. Now I complain about Spirit, but the prices are right. I don't want to see Spirit go out of business. Spirit went out of business, filed for bankruptcy. Toys R Us went out of business, filed for bankruptcy. So nobody's immune. You think you're making all this money. Nah, you can go out of business. You can go out of business. So if you're not selling, you're not treating people the way they need to be treated, you're going out of business. And that's not what you want. That's not what you want. So if you're a Joann's person, make sure you get out and support your store. If you're an arts and craft person, go out and support Joann's. I go to Michael's because there's way more Michael's out there than Joann's, but I have been to Joann's, and I hate to see them go out of business. So support your companies. Don't let your companies go out of business. Next story. Who we got? We got popular frozen food meal sold at Aldi's is recalled. I don't like Aldi's. I'm not a fan. Popular frozen food sold at Aldi's recalled across 31 states for metal contamination. Discarded immediately. I wanted to talk about this because I know some people might go there. We don't want anybody sick on Cheap Not Broke. We want everybody happy and healthy. Aldi is recalling some frozen taquitos after reports emerged the product containing potential foreign material. The company said this week. The discount supermarket chain announced a recall on Monday. In a statement, Aldi said the product Casa Maita chicken cheese taquitos. Casa Maita chicken and cheese taquitos may contain metal. The recall affects 20-ounce boxes of. You just said I ain't gonna go through all that. The chicken taquitos that may have a UPC of. All right, now if you shop at Joann's, not Joann's. If you got these taquitos from Aldi's, you might need this number. Code 406149374. Let me zoom in. Let's zoom in so you can get a good look at this stuff. I want you to see it. Here is the UPC code. So if you eat taquitos and you went to Joann's, this is the UPC code, and the date of the recall products are July 2nd, 2025, and September 25th, 2025. Let me tell you something. The fact that stuff lasts that long, hell of a lot of preservatives. Whole lot of preservatives. I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of Aldi's. I don't like the whole, you got to pay for a buggy. The products aren't that fresh and good. I don't like Joe. I just don't like Aldi. I don't think their product is very fresh, and I don't even know the names of that stuff. And I don't think you save very much money going there either. So if you shop at Aldi's, more power to you. Me, I'm not going. I don't like Aldi's. And people are like, oh, don't you shop at Aldi's? Isn't it great? No, it's not. I don't like Aldi's at all. Aldi's is not a place I like to shop at. They got the everything is stacked up in boxes because they don't believe in shelves. So their business model is great. I agree. Their business model is cool. It's just not for me. I'm not shopping there. I don't do Aldi's. I don't do Aldi's. I used to go to the 99-cent store buy a lot of stuff, but of course they are closed now. They are closed, so that sucks. Well, I had another story for you. Where's my other story at? If you're in Los Angeles, or LA, or you know some people, if you want to help donate to the fires, I'm gonna post in my Instagram on my stories tonight on Cheap Not Broke. So if you want to donate to some people, help some families in need, I will have that information for you, so you can do that. Oh yeah, here's my next story. Yes, this was I thought this was interesting. Adults. Let me pull it up for you. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the story. Here we go. Zoom out. Bougie New York Arcade for kids. Bougie New Arcade for kids, adults offers luxury prizes like Hermes bags, Chanel wallets. Don't just bother being quarters. This is ridiculous. Let's see what they're talking about. I wish this go away. Go away. All right. Don't bother just bringing a handful of quarters at an arcade in Queens that has become popular for adults looking to score luxury goods like Hermes bag. What you think you really about to bring a Hermes bag somewhere? You're crazy. Gotcha. A 9,000 square foot gamer's paradise in Flushing charges $50 for one pull. $50 for one pull at the claw machine for a chance to take home a $3,600 Hermes bag, $600 Chanel wallet, or a $549 Apple AirPods Max, according to Wall Street Journal. The lucky customer, somebody won. The lucky customer managed to snag the purse handbag after 12 tries, just laying out around $600. Gotcha owner said. Damn, she spent $600. That's not bad. $600 to get a $3,000 bag, not bad. I won't be in there, and if you're cheap, not broke, you won't be in there either. Along with high price tag, Hermes bags are noticeably difficult to buy since they are sold in limited quantities and out of stock. Now, I would bet. Now, here it is. Look at this. You got your Hermes bag in there, POV, when he doesn't get you the Hermes bag to collect, so you have to come in and get the gotcha. Inspired by similar East Asian businesses, arcade geared towards so-called kid adults has boomed to millennials, Gen Zers in the U.S. Each state has its own special rules for regulating arcade games, but well-known secrets across the industry and this ministry, blah, 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 blah. Who gives a damn? This is insane. Who's paying $50 a pop to go play this? I'm not. You let me know if you think it's a good idea. I don't. Oh, Spirit got a bailout. Maybe Joann's will. Maybe Joann's will. I hope so. Or Michael's is gonna buy them. But I like Joann's. It always smells really nice in there. I like Joann. I like Joann's. All these charges the same price as big box name brands. I don't see the point of shopping there. Shauna 5738. Yeah, I don't either. I don't see the allure of all these. I really don't. And down in Florida, all these bought a lot of the Winn-Dixies. But let me tell you something. People are not going to Aldi's like that. You haven't seen the line out the door in Aldi's. When you go to Aldi's, it's like 10 people. It's never packed like that. You know, grocery store is packed. Even on Thanksgiving, Aldi's isn't packed. It's just not. I went in there. I don't know what the brands are, and the stuff is never fresh. It's just not. And I was kind of turned off by the whole. They only got one or two people working there. They don't even have employees really there working. That's how cheap they are. Those bags are fake. How do you know the bags are fake? Well, they might be. I mean, yeah. I would say this because the fact that Hermes is such a luxury brand, I would assume they wouldn't even let their bags be sold in there. They're gonna be like, hell no, you're not selling our bags in there for that. We'll see. But if somebody buys the bag, they can do whatever the hell they want with them. So interesting to see. But let me ask you this: would anybody play this game? Would you pay for? What would you like to see if you're paying $50 for the grab hand? You know, where you pay the money and the hand, the claw. You remember in Toy Story, they had the claw. The claw was going in there. I think it was the first Toy Story when they went to the arcade and the kid went in there to try to grab it out. How much would you pay to get something out of the claw? What would you pay for it? Because number one, the claw got to be strong enough to pull it up. See, I think that could be a hustle. You get the claw and then just fall through because the claw ain't strong enough to get anything. That would be a hustle, and I wouldn't appreciate that. But how much would you willing to pay, and what would you pay to get to go fishing with the claw? Me personally, what would I? Cash. I don't want any items. Cash. Yeah, I would do the claw. I need to go get cash. That's about it. Cause stuff I want is I like electronics. It's not heavy. It's probably gonna be too heavy. Like I want a camera. They're not gonna put a camera in there. Camera's heavy. What else do I like that's really expensive? I can't really think of anything I would pay that kind of money for to play the game to get the claw, because $50 is a lot to miss. Like, I can go have some fun with my $50. I can go get me something to eat and go bowling for $50. I'm not paying that. You can forget it. I'm not paying that. But some people apparently paying $50 to go get these handbags, go get these Apple AirPods. The bag has to be very light. It has to be very, very, very light. Yep. It's cheaper just to go buy the damn thing. Pretty much. I agree. It's pretty much cheaper to go back. Because look, listen, that's like gambling. You know, you're going to $50 and you lose. And she spent $600. She must have been dedicated. Really dedicated to get a $3,600 bag. Waste money on a game that you cannot win. Right. That's why I'm not a fan of gambling. Gold chain. Yeah. Now, yeah. Gold chain. Gold chain might get a gold chain. Yeah. Gold chain. Now, see, a gold chain will work in there because gold chain's not heavy. You can pull the gold chain out, and best believe I'm selling it. Whatever I get, I'm probably going to sell it. But I want cash. If I'm gonna do this, have those $100. You know, $100 when the money's in the band. That's what I'm going for. Cash, money. Do I like jewelry? What the heck else do I want? I'm trying to think. What would I want to do? That's a good question. What is very expensive that I would want out of that damn machine that I'd be willing to pay $50 for? I gotta think about that. Because I'm thinking my whole thought process, the claw is not going to be strong enough to pull it up. And I'm going to get hustling. I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed off. If I get it, if the claw gets around it and it's pulling up and it just drops because it's too heavy, oh no, I need my money back. That's going to be a problem for me. But you can have jewelry in there, handbags. Now, a car would be nice, but you can't get a car with a claw. But you can give me the car keys. Now, if you put some car keys in there, and if I get the keys, I get the car, that works for me because the car is expensive. So if I can get a car, I would do that. Yes, that's what I would want, a car. Got to put the car keys. If I can get the car keys out there, you let me keep the car. I'll pay $50 for that. Depends on what type of car. I'll probably give it 2 tries. Nah, I'm lying. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to even lie about that. I'm not paying $50. Now, somebody give me some money to give it a shot. Cool. I'm not paying my $50 to go out there to try to get anything because I think that's a hustle. And you know, the house always wins. They're going to make way more money than they're going to pay out. If they're giving away a $3,600 bag, you know they're pulling in tens of thousands of dollars. Got to. They got to. That's the only way it makes sense. The house always wins, right? So, you know it's rigged. Just like slot machines, gambling, the house always makes most of the money or they'll go out of business. Just like in Las Vegas. If they're not pulling in more money than they're paying out in casinos, you have no casino. You just have a hotel. You got to be making more money than that. Speaking of which, I was reading this article. Did you know the average cost of electricity for Las Vegas hotels is, I want to say, was it $20,000 a day? I think it was like, well, how much was it a day? How much was it? Let me look this up really quick. I think it was like $20,000 maybe a day. I might be off. But it was so, I was very shocked to see how much the bill. Let me see. How much does MGM Grand pay in electricity a month? I need to know. I looked this up it was another article that was telling me how much. Damn, how do you spell electricity? E-L-E. Electricity. There you go. Electricity a month. You get the point. I'm not the best speller. MGM Grand. Boom. How much is MGM Grand paying a month in electricity? I was curious. How much was that? The MGM Grand. Oh yeah, here we go. Well, how much? MGM Grand Casino spends about 171,000 feet. Lighting this area costs $24,000 a month, totaling around $287,000. Yeah, it's about $24,000 a month. That's right. Yeah, it was about $24,000. This one place is the Fountain Blue. The Fountain Blue in Las Vegas is spending $28,000 a day. I mean, not a day, a month in electricity. Hotels rooms about 5,000 rooms. Annual lighting is spent about $3.5 million, equating about $700 per room a year. Shit, that's a lot of money. That's a whole lot of money. And that's just coming out the hole. They got to be making that money out there. So it costs about $28,000 a day. And the Fountain Blue is a new hotel, so they're not bringing in big business, so they're a little off the strip, so they're struggling right now. They're struggling. Casinos make so much money. Let me pull that back. Casinos make so much money because they have no product to produce. Nope, just you. And let me tell you something. Gambling has become a problem in America. They're not going to talk about this. Gambling has become a problem in America because people can do it on their phones now. You used to have to go to a betting house. You have to go to a casino to place a bet or somewhere else. Now people can place bets all day, any day from their phone. People are going broke and people are getting addicted to gambling. They're not talking about this. I'm going to do a whole show on that. Even the creepiest casino like Circus or Excalibur still makes loads of money. It sure do. Because, look, when you're gambling, it's hard to say no. Especially when you're playing in casinos. But with sports betting, people are betting on all kind of crap. How many touchdowns, how many yards. It's just, They're finding silly stuff for people to bet on, and they're doing it. And people are really getting addicted to it. Because if you watch all the commercials, they always have the 1-800 hotline for gambling. I don't know who the hell you're going to call on the phone to get you to stop gambling. That's just as hard as stop smoking cigarettes. Gambling's addictive because you always feel like you can win. You always feel like you can win. It's terrible. They literally rake in the money with these little money rakes. Yep, they sure do. They sure do. Hey, and let me tell you something. When the last time you've been to Las Vegas and seen a casino empty? You haven't. You haven't. If you go to Las Vegas, let me tell you something. If you go to Las Vegas 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, it's people down there playing. They're always playing. Now, me, I like to play a little craps, but I got my limit. $100. My $100 is gone. So am I. I don't play that. I'm out of there. I'm not going to do all that. I'm not. I can't get hooked on gambling. I don't like to play with my money. I like to gamble because it's fun, but I'm not in it. I just like to play the game because it's exciting. But I'm not going to be up here trying to make my rent, trying to do all that. You'll lose your shirt, you lose your house. No. And then if you start beating the casino too much, they're going to look at that. They're going to kick you out. If you beat the casino too many times, they're going to kick your ass out. You can't stay here and beat us. There's only so much winning you can do. You can't come into the casino. Like, some of these people are like really professionals. You can't come into the casino and just beat them out all their money. They're not going to let that happen. They're not letting that happen. They're going to get rid of you, and you got to go. So, that's interesting. But, yeah, I thought that was interesting. $28,000. These casinos make a lot of money. I always wondered, how much are they spending in electricity? Because it never turns off. Well, maybe during the daytime. But those big-ass signs cost a lot of money. A lot of money. Poor people will save money to go to Vegas and gamble. They sure do. And let me tell you else what poor people will do. Poor people will spend their last on scratch-offs. You know how many times I've gone to the 7-Eleven, seen people buying all these damn scratch-offs? I'm like, you can invest a little bit of that money and make something back. People spend so much money on scratch-offs or just lottery tickets. And the odds of you winning, slim to none. Slim to none. And if you add up how much money you spend over time, you could have made some money back. Because if you don't win, the money is gone. If you invest the money to the stock market, you can make something back. And there's so many charts. There's a lot of information out there to help you make smart investments. Gambling's 50-50. You win, you lose. That's it. No middleman. You're not getting your money back. And that's it. And I just see it all the time. I see people going to the casinos, to the convenience store, buying all these scratch-offs. Let the pots get up to like billions. Oh, man, people go spend hundreds of dollars on lottery tickets. And there's a documentary out there about lottery winners. Excuse me. A lot of those people go broke. A lot of people, because they don't understand anything about money. And the money came to them so easy, they just spend it all. A lot of people lose a lot of money. I watched a documentary on lottery ticket. Guy hit the lottery in Florida. He told somebody, and he told somebody about it. He ended up coming up missing. I think they found this guy like 2 years later. They found his body in a driveway. They poured concrete over him. I don't know how the hell they found that out, but they found him. Guy went missing. He got the lottery money, and he was just, I guess, I don't know who he told, but he came up missing, and they found him in the driveway. That's why, I don't know, some states you can go anonymous and not tell anybody that you hit the lottery, because I don't think, if you win that money, you don't want nobody to know. You really don't want to know. If it was 50-50, there would be a lot more winners. Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, 50-50 is only two ways. 50-50, you're going to either win or you're going to lose. But yeah, over time, yeah, those odds are, the odds of you winning, yeah, the odds are not 50-50. Absolutely not. That's true. Mike's right. The odds are not true. It's 50-50. The odds are really not in your favor. They're not in your favor. And even here's another thing, because I was playing craps one night. A lady explained something to me. You have to put enough money in to win. You're not going to anybody's crap table. You're not going to play slots, $25 and walking out with $10,000, $15,000. That's not happening. You got to at least, like slot machines, craps, you got to at least put $100 on the table now. Because $20, you roll 2 times, you're off the table. You got to be able to go in the hole and come back out. See, I used to be really cheap when I go play craps. I used to go out there, go get some $10 chips, go out there with $30. And then, I would come up, but then I would keep betting and I would lose. You got to be able to lose to win. You got to be able to afford to lose. And that's what I didn't understand about gambling. You got to be willing to risk losing to win some money. But you're not going to just go in there. If you just go in there and think you're just going to win, not happening. You got to have a little money to lose. 90-10 for the casino. 90% chance for the casino. 99-1 casino. Yeah, you got a good chance to win. I'm like, damn. But you see the people out there, they got money. People who are going to gamble like that, they got some real money. I mean, I like to play. I like to have fun. I enjoy the gambling. I enjoy just going to have fun on the craps table, win a little bit. But hey, once time is up, and I'm good. I don't need to come back. I don't feel like I'm just gonna try one more time. I lost, and that's it. I'm going home. That's it. That is it. I can go do something else. There's recreational gambling. There's professional gambling and addictive gambling. Fact. I'm a recreational gambler. If I don't win, okay. I just came to have fun. I'm having fun. And money's up. I'm going to the buffet. Once I lose my money on the craps table, I'm going to the buffet and eat. And so I have no problem with that. That's true. Read that. If you don't know, Mike, recreational gambling, professional gambling, and addictive gambling. True, because you got those professional poker players, and they're playing with a lot of money. Even when it all comes down to gambling, you got to be able to afford to lose, because you're going to lose. You're going to lose. So can you afford to lose? And me, when I go gamble, I always make sure that I have a certain amount. Even winning, I know I'm not going to win $10 million in here. If I can double my money, I'm good. If I come in with $100 on the table and I can leave out with $250, $300, I'm good. I'm out of here. I'm not sticking around. I just like to have fun. I'm out of here. If I win some money, great. But if not, I'm leaving. I'm just not the one to do the gambling thing. I don't do the sports betting. None of that. I know so many people who do the sports betting. So many people who do sports betting. It's just $5, $10 here, $20 there. I'm not playing with my money like that. It adds up. It really adds up over time. It really adds up. I just showed you earlier. $5 a day, 30 days. Let's assume Let's go ahead and do $365. Let's go ahead and do $365, shall we? That's for shits and giggles. Shits and giggles, right? Let's say 365 days a year times 5 equals 1825. 1825. That's $1,825 a day. So if you spend $5 a day on anything, that's $1,800. I'm sure you can do a lot with $1,800 throughout the year. So, if you're going to gamble, be smart. You better know when to take your ass home, or you're going to go home broke. So be smart. I don't encourage gambling. I don't preach that on this channel. We're not, we don't play with the money. If you like to do it for fun, so be it. Now, I like gamble. I play on my phone. If you really like playing the game, just play on your phone for free. Or go to a game night. I've been to a couple game nights where we're just playing for having fun, not for real money. I'm okay with that. But damn it, I am not going to anybody's casino losing all my money. I'm not betting on any games losing my money. It's just too much chance of loss. It's too much. And it's not people with millions of dollars who are doing this stuff. It's poor people who are playing this, because you always think you have a shot to win. Every time you go to the table, you have a chance to win. You got a chance to lose too. Got to be smart about that. King B, what's happening? What's up, man? I appreciate you following. Super live. Thank y'all for following. Thank you for the follow. And thank you all, everybody, for watching tonight. This has been the Wednesday Rant. We're back tomorrow night. I don't have the topic yet, but we're back tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Thank you all. It's Mike Sandoval. Mike, we got to talk offline. I'm going to hit you up because we got to get you on the show, talk about Thailand. Listen, y'all don't understand. If you ain't been to Thailand, you don't get it. You're not going to understand until you go. You got to go to get it. Thank you, Mike, for tuning in. Thank you, Shauna5387. Thank you, Phyllis Hall, my mom, for watching, and YouTube user. Thank everybody for watching and tuning in tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. If you're going to go to Starbucks, you better buy something or they're going to kick your ass out. Gambling, no. If you are going to gamble for fun, but just have some fun and get your butt up out of there. Don't stay there spending all your money. All right? Tomorrow night, we'll be back. Going to talk a little travel. Got some other stuff going in for you. But, hey, thank you all for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow night, same time, same place. And remember, cheap, not broke. Live life at your price. All right, everybody, take care. And if you're in Los Angeles, please wear a mask. The air is terrible out here. Air is terrible. It's like smoking cigarettes walking around out here. Wear your damn mask, all right? If you're in Los Angeles or if you're anywhere in the Southern California area, wear your mask so nothing bad happens to you. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow night. Take care.